the 1-inch tubular webbing. So this is done in it's like a daisy chain is what I call it. So I want to undo, I like to do it the same way every time so none of us mess up. So I always start the daisy chain from 2 loose ends, ending up with a loop that I could hang it, or I could just check it into a bag and it won't get tangled up. Undo the 1 loop, and then it should all come out if it's done right. Keep holding the middle portion here, because we want the middle to be able to go through the bottom portion of the spine board here. Through that bottom loop here, I'll just girth hitch it, so I'm just passing that through, and then we want to pull all of this through. Now we're going to go 1 onto each side here, so I can get 1 person working on this side, 1 person this side. What I need to do is, I'm looking for the handles where it's got the little bar through. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to go around and up through. And then throw it back over the body. So it's going around it and up through. You don't have to go through the little slot. That's just a guide that that's the one you're hitting. Now, depending on if you got a short person or a tall person, if it's a really tall person, the legs are up, you can definitely go through and around, but if it's a real short person, you might end up right on their ankle and then it's going to hurt. So if it's short and I'm on the ankle, for that first bit, I'll go right under the foot and then around and then pull all this through and it goes over there. This one, I'm going to go around and up through that spot. And then up through. What we're trying to achieve here is 3 X's on the body. That's the minimum that we want. So it's going to put strands across the shins, across the thighs and hip, and then across the chest and shoulders. So if you feel or look for the next one that has a little bar in it, you go around and up through, and then throw the webbing over to the other side.
You don't need to worry about keeping tension at this point?
No, this is just quickly placing it, and then we're going to come back and we're going to snug it up. And definitely you can throw a blanket down for the patient, make it more comfortable. It totally depends on the situation.
Should we worry about the arms here?
Arms can be out to the side, that's fine. Just watch where you're kneeling and stepping. I've had so close to people stepping on my finger and kneeling on my finger. It's funny how people forget that they're dealing with a person because they end up like this and they're like, oh, they're fully leaning. And I've had that happen to me many times where the people are like, right, I can't breathe, get off. Now it's going to go over the shoulders of the last bit.
This one here,
so,
right?
Yeah.
So we'll try and line that up with the sternum then.
Yeah. And then it's just going to go right up to the tip top, and that's where our clovage. But before we finish that, what we want to do is go back to the bottom, and both of you working together, snug it up. So I would make sure that their legs are together, there's no gap.
And we don't want these
gap
sitting on
and
their
he moves.
knees either, I guess.
Yeah, so that's why you got to play around something. If it's really tall person or just all the different shapes we have with people, you might have to play which handle you go through.
Grab that.
Now it's a cool clovage on the top. And for me, personally, you don't have to do it this way, but let me just show you one way. Like, if I was on this side, I always tend to bring it up on the right side because I'm trying to pull that way.
Okay.
And if I'm on that side, I bring it up on the left because I'm trying to pull in that way. So I get the one, I keep that tight, I cross it over, and then I leave a little bit of slack so I'm able to pull this up and through. And that's my clovage right there. Then I continue around so that I'm able to pull down towards the feet. And then I'm gonna cinch that tight. This is my safety overhand. So I keep it fairly loose. I go once right around the strand that's going down towards the feet. So that's once right around. and then I tuck it down through the loop. That's that safety overhand. And I'm gonna just jam that right, and try to keep it tight right at the base of this clove hitch. If I have enough of a length here, I'll actually tie the two together in a square knot. Because these have the corner right around, so for me, if I tie that in a square knot there, there's no chance of that popping off. Just continue around same direction so you're able to pull down towards the feet. Reef on that heart, yeah, and then right around that strand once, creating a loop. And then you tuck it down through the loop you created.
Oops.
Yeah, I saw
Right.
it. You're like a
About that.
magician.
Right.
Because you keep pulling
Yeah,
it
right through, yeah,
So
sorry.
if you just wrap around,
Right.
so you create, and then you're gonna pull it down through. Snug that up. And then if I have enough, I'll just take both of these and I'll do a square. So I'm gonna do the right goes over. You could put your finger down there to keep right in the middle there, and then I go on the left over. Got 'em. So 3X's is what you're looking for is minimum. Try not to hit any knees, joints. So same, just like the Velcro strap, same idea. Now that Norman's on there, now we got to get him into the skid. So we'll bring the skid up.